Can you believe it's been 3 decades since the iconic primetime soap opera Dallas bid adieu to television screens? The epic 14-season saga, chronicling the tumultuous journey of the Ewing family, concluded its captivating narrative on May 3, 1991. In a finale that put a sinister twist on the classic It's a Wonderful Life, viewers witnessed the machinations of the nefarious J.R. Ewing, played by the legendary Larry Hagman. The episode's poignant shot suggested a tragic end for J.R., only to be later debunked by subsequent reunion shows. However, death was no stranger to the world of Dallas, and J.R.'s demise wasn't the first to experience a dramatic reversal. With Dallas now a nostalgic relic of the past, the passage of time has inevitably led us to bid farewell to some of the talented actors who graced its storied episodes. George Petrie Woodward, born in Fort Worth, Texas, was the third of 5 sons born to Dr. Valen Woodward and Frances McKinley. Growing up in Arlington, Texas, he graduated from high school in 1944. Following his service in the U.S. Army Air Corps during World War II, he attended North Texas Agriculture College, actively participating in theater, and graduated in 1948 with a bachelor's degree in business administration with a focus on finance. Subsequently, Woodward enrolled in law school at the University of Texas at Austin. During his time at the university, he engaged in various activities, including hosting a local radio talk show and showcasing his musical talents as part of a barbershop quartet and a dance band. Thomas Morgan Woodward, an American actor, achieved recognition for his recurring role as Marvin Punk Anderson on the television soap opera Dallas. He is also renowned for his portrayal of Boss Godfrey, the enigmatic man with no eyes, in the 1967 film Cool Hand Luke. Woodward made frequent guest appearances on cowboy shows, notably playing 16 different characters in 19 episodes of the long-running Western Gunsmoke, the most appearances by any actor on the show. Additionally, he had a recurring role on The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, Dak Rambo. With his movie star good looks and marquee-ready stage name, Dak Rambo was a below-the-radar talent who never ascended to the level of being a household name. The native Californian had a twin brother, Orman Ray Dirk Rambo, who died in a 1967 traffic accident. For most of his life, Rambo was closeted about his bisexuality. He later said he had been bisexual for most of his life and had a spicy sex life that never included safe sex. Rambo learned he was HIV positive on August 30th, 1991, while preparing to tape scenes for Another World. After finishing work, he told the producers that he had HIV and that he wished to leave the show. He never returned to acting. Rambo issued a press release on October 1st, 1991, publicly disclosing his seroconversion status. His announcement came just 3 weeks after actor Brad Davis died of AIDS, and a month before basketball star Magic Johnson announced he was suffering from HIV. Rambo came out as bisexual in an interview with The Washington Post on November 25, 1991. The actor admitted in November 1991 that he had an addiction to alcohol and prescription drugs for several years. His time on Dallas was not a happy one, and his addiction significantly worsened after he left the show. He entered the Betty Ford Center for Treatment in the summer of 1991 and became sober. Rambo denied he had ever been an intravenous drug user. Discovered by actress Loretta Young, the siblings were cast in her 1962 CBS sitcom, The New Loretta Young Show. Towards the end of the 1960s, Rambo's rugged swagger landed him parts in the television westerns The Guns of Will Sonnet and Gunsmoke. Over the next decade, it wasn't a stretch for him to transition into guest spots on hour-long criminal and action series like Cannon, Wonder Woman, and Charlie's Angels. Rambo even starred in the one-season 1978 NBC action series Sword of Justice as Playboy mercenary Jack Cole. During the 1980s, he made the leap over to primetime and daytime soap operas, appearing in All My Children, Hotel, Paper Dolls, and Dallas, where he played cousin Jack Ewing from 1985 through 1987. During his final role as Grant Harrison on Another World, Rambo was diagnosed HIV positive. He quit the series, retired from acting, and publicly proclaimed his bisexuality and the fact that he was HIV-positive Larry Hagman. Larry Hagman, widely recognized for his iconic role as J.R. Ewing in Dallas, passed away at the age of 81 in November 2012. His on-screen wife, Linda Gray, remembered him as fun and generous, and shared that Hagman, unafraid of death, had openly discussed his experiences with LSD, expressing a positive outlook on the afterlife. Hagman's death resulted from complications related to cancer, and he also battled cirrhosis of the liver, undergoing life-saving operations, including a liver transplant and additional surgery in 2003. Despite his health challenges, he had his family and friends, including Gray, by his side in the days leading up to his passing. At the time of his death, Hagman was reprising his role as J.R. Ewing in the Dallas reboot. In addition to his portrayal of the devious J.R. Ewing, Hagman gained fame as Major Tony Nelson in I Dream of Jeannie, alongside Barbara Eden. Born in 1931, he began his acting career in the 1950s, with guest roles in various television shows such as The Streets of San Francisco, The Rockford Files, McMillan and Wife, McCloud, Policewoman, and Nip Tuck. Hagman also played J.R. Ewing in Knots Landing, the 2012 to 2013 remake of Dallas, and participated in reunion TV movies in the 90s. Known for his signature Stetson hats, Hagman left an indelible mark on television, forever remembered as J.R. Ewing by his dedicated fans. Barbara Bel Geddes. Barbara Bel Geddes, a seasoned actress, achieved even greater fame as Miss Ellie, the matriarch of the Ewing family in Dallas. Despite not appearing in every episode due to health issues, she left an indelible mark on the show. During the 1984-1985 season, Donna Reed temporarily assumed her role while Bel Geddes underwent heart surgery. After a stint at the Actors Studio and a handful of plays, she made her own name on the Great White Way with the controversial Deep Are the Roots, and was subsequently cast in other successful productions like The Moon is Blue, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, and Mary, Mary. She also earned notable credits in the motion picture world, including I Remember Mama, 1948, for which she received an Oscar nomination, Panic in the Streets, 1950, and Alfred Hitchcock's suspense masterpiece, Vertigo, 1958. Her greatest notoriety, however, came via the small screen. Bel Geddes earned a footnote in television history with her turn as a sly murderess in Lamb to the Slaughter, one of the most fondly remembered episodes of the darkly humorous Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Already in her 50s when she became the first cast member signed for Dallas, Bel Geddes significantly influenced the show from the outset. Larry Hagman, her co-star, praised her as the Rock of Dallas and highlighted her role as crucial in holding the series together. Barbara Bel Geddes received individual recognition for her outstanding performance on Dallas, winning the Golden Globe for Best Performance by an actress in a television series, drama and outstanding lead actress in a drama series in 1980. She retired from acting in 1990 after a distinguished career on screen and stage. Unfortunately, she passed away from lung cancer in August 2005 at the age of 82, leaving behind a legacy of talent and contributions to the entertainment industry. Ken Kercheval. With his slightly wavy, salt-and-pepper brown hair, his medium height, and his ordinary guy brand of handsomeness, Kercheval carved a solid niche for himself on U.S. TV as various professional types, sometimes sympathetic, sometimes devious, usually ambitious. An incisive player, Kercheval has typically played his roles with an intriguing combination of smooth dispatch and flamboyant bravado. The demands of the small screen taught him the former, while his background in stage musical comedy helped him hone the latter, along with Hagman the only principal to stay with the series for its entire run. Kercheval artfully proved that, in the materialist 1980s, an underdog like Cliff, though somehow rather funny and often sympathetic, could be just as sleazy as the top dog. He shared the distinction with Larry Hagman as the only actor to appear in all 14 seasons of the show's original run and also participated in the reunion specials and the 2012 revival. Kercheval's character, Cliff, was Bobby Ewing's brother-in-law, and the family feud over the rightful oil fortune fueled his constant attempts to gain control of the business. Despite the adversarial relationship between Cliff Barnes and J.R. Ewing on screen, Kercheval expressed a genuine liking for his character. He mentioned that he considered Barbara Bel Geddes his best friend and was reportedly good friends with Larry Hagman. Ken Kercheval, an Indiana native, had a diverse acting career with guest roles in various TV series such as Diagnosis Murder, ER, Perry Mason, mystery movies, Murder, She Wrote, Matlock, Hotel, Starsky and Hutch, Kojak, and The Love Boat. He also starred in the reunion movie I Still Dream of Jeannie, alongside his friend Larry Hagman. Diagnosed with cancer in 1993, Kercheval had a lung removed as part of his treatment. He passed away at the age of 83 in April 2019, reportedly due to pneumonia after a prolonged illness. Jim Davis. Actor. Jim Davis, renowned for his portrayal of Jock Ewing in Dallas, passed away at the age of 71 in April 1981 during the show's run. Despite conflicting reports about his age at the time of death, Davis's passing had a profound impact on his co-stars. The decline in Davis's health was noticeable on screen, prompting alternative plans for the series to incorporate his illness. Jock and Miss Ellie reconciled on screen, took a second honeymoon, and later it was revealed that Jock had died in a helicopter crash. Following Davis's death, the Dallas crew chose not to recast his role. Co-star Larry Hagman expressed deep sorrow, describing Davis as a great guy to work with, and emphasizing that he would be greatly missed, both as a friend and a co-worker. Producer Leonard Katzman revealed that Barbara Bel Geddes, who played Miss Ellie, was profoundly affected by Davis's death, likening it to losing her own husband. Before his iconic role in Dallas, Jim Davis was known for his contributions to TV shows like Gunsmoke, Death Valley Days, Wagon Train, and Western films such as The Big Sky and Brimstone. Davis underwent surgery for a perforated ulcer not long before his death. Although initially appearing on the road to recovery, it was later revealed that the ulcer was a complication of a brain tumor, and Davis passed away in his sleep on April 26, 1981. Howard Keel. Following Jim Davis's death in Dallas, the Ewing family found a new patriarch in Howard Keel, who portrayed Clayton Farlow, Miss Ellie's husband from season 4 onwards. Introduced to the Ewings through his adoptive son, Stephen Dusty Farlow, Clayton's romantic involvement with Sue Ellen led to his eventual marriage to Miss Ellie. Howard Keel, with his operatic singing voice and matinee idol looks, won him an offer in 1944 to headline Rodgers and Hammerstein's Broadway hit, Oklahoma, but Howard Keel stuck with his day job at the Douglas Aircraft Corporation, setting aside ambition to aid the Allied effort through the end of World War II. It was on London's West End that Keel caught the eye of British film producers, for whom he made his big-screen debut in 1948. Dallas played a pivotal role in revitalizing Keel's career during a period when it was facing a downturn. The success of the show also prompted Keel to embark on a solo recording career. Reflecting on the impact of Dallas on his life, Keel remarked on the show's enormity, expressing disbelief at the sudden change in his fortunes. The revived popularity brought him newfound stardom, with crowds appearing wherever he went, and he started making solo albums for the first time in his career. As the series concluded, Keel and on-screen wife, Barbara Bel Geddes, largely stepped out of the spotlight. Howard Keel passed away from colon cancer on November 7, 2004, at his home in Palm Desert at the age of 85. George Kennedy. J.R. Ewing wasn't the sole oil tycoon in Dallas. George Kennedy portrayed Carter McKay, adding another layer of intrigue to the series. Kennedy's role as McKay continued in 2 Dallas TV movies, Dallas J.R. Returns and Dallas War of the Ewings. George Kennedy, an Academy Award winner known for his versatility, contributed both gravitas and boundless energy to a host of memorable films spanning over 5 decades. His impressive filmography includes iconic works like Cool Hand Luke, 1967, The Dirty Dozen, 1967, the campy Airport series, and the Naked Gun franchise. Kennedy's journey into the world of entertainment began at an early age. By the age of 2, he was part of a touring production of Bringing Up Father, and at 7, he worked as a DJ at a local radio station in New York City. His commitment to service led him to enlist in the U.S. Army during World War II, where he served for 16 years, reaching the rank of captain and receiving 2 Bronze Stars. His acting career followed his military service, marked by roles in films like Charade, 1963, and The Sons of Katie Elder, 1964. However, it was his portrayal of a tough Southern prisoner in Cool Hand Luke that earned him an Oscar and propelled his career. Kennedy went on to play heroic roles in films such as all 4 Airport films, The Boston Strangler, 1968, and The Eiger Sanction, 1975. While his career experienced a decline in the mid-1970s, Kennedy's enduring talent shone through occasional flashes of brilliance, particularly in the slapstick Naked Gun series. George Kennedy passed away in 2016 from a heart ailment at the age of 91, leaving behind a legacy of remarkable contributions to the world of film. His portrayal of Carter McKay added depth to Dallas, and his versatile talents made him one of Hollywood's most dependable and well-regarded actors. Rosanna Christiansen. Rosanna Christiansen, who took care of the Ewing family's sprawling South Fork ranch as the maid Teresa on the final 9 seasons of the blockbuster CBS primetime soap opera Dallas, has died. She was 71. She died on July 14th at Antelope Valley Medical Center in Lancaster, California, as confirmed by her husband, Steven Rizzo. The cause of death has not been disclosed. Christiansen joined the cast of Dallas in 1982 for its 6th season and continued her role until the show's 14th and final season in 1991. She appeared in 112 episodes, and her character, Teresa, was accompanied by Raul the butler, played by Tony Garcia. Before her stint on Dallas, Christiansen portrayed another maid, Carmen, in 3 episodes of the hit CBS series The Jeffersons in 1981. Her character was hired by George and Louise after Florence quit the show. Born Rosanna Campos on March 11, 1951 in New York, Christiansen began her acting career at a young age, appearing in an off-Broadway play with her brother at the age of 9. She graduated from Mater Christi High School in Astoria, Queens, in 1969 and moved to Los Angeles in 1973 to pursue her acting dreams. In addition to her acting career, Christiansen was an ordained minister and an acting coach. She met her husband, Steven Rizzo, at a Bible study in Culver City, near the Sony studios where Dallas was taped, and they married in June 1989. She is survived by her husband, their children Josiah and Grace, and her sister Elba. A memorial service for Rosanna Christiansen took place at Heritage of Faith Christian Center in Crowley, Texas. Morgan Woodward. Morgan Woodward, a versatile character actor known for his extensive work in film and television spanning nearly 50 years, was born on September 16, 1925, in Fort Worth. His early career was notably marked by roles in westerns on both the big and small screens. In 1956, Woodward made his debut in screen acting with an episode of TV's Zane Grey Theater and the family film drama Westward Ho the Wagons. Starting in 1957, Woodward embarked on a remarkable journey with the classic television western, Gunsmoke, where he played Bear Sanderson in 19 episodes from 1957 to 1974. In 1958, he took on another recurring western role as Shotgun Gibbs in The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp. Woodward's western repertoire extended to Wagon Train in the late 50s and early 60s, and he portrayed Deputy Sheriff Rick Conley in 8 episodes of Bonanza throughout the 1960s. On the big screen, one of Woodward's standout roles was Boss Godfrey in the iconic 1967 prison drama Cool Hand Luke, starring Paul Newman. In the realm of television, Woodward made a significant mark with his role as Marvin Anderson on the groundbreaking prime-time soap opera Dallas, where he appeared from 1980 to 1987. His prolific career continued through the 1970s, 80s, and well into the 90s with numerous supporting roles. After quietly retiring in 1998, Morgan Woodward passed away on February 22, 2019, at his home near Los Angeles. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to stay updated on our future videos. See you in the next one.